Welcome to the Panther Pit, folks, here at Storm Lake St. Mary's High School in Storm Lake, Iowa. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions bringing you Panther basketball. I'm Neil Cruz on the call tonight. My main man, Cam Cohn, running the video and the camera tonight, bringing you this Twin Lakes Conference action late in the season. Only, I think, one or two conference games left is all, and then we're going to be some postseason basketball. Let's run down some pregame here. We're bringing you the Buena Vista Regional Medical Center pregame show, thanks to our sponsors, including Buena Vista Regional Medical Center. Scoreboard sponsor tonight. When you see that scoreboard on the screen all night, Cam Cohn's running the points and whatnot on that, but that's brought to you by United Bank of Iowa. So a big thanks to all of our sponsors out there. Sioux Central come knocking on the door tonight. The Rebels will come to see if they can blemish the 15-1 record of the Panthers tonight. The Sioux Central Rebels come in tonight 11-6, 7-1 in the Twin Lakes. Only conference loss is to St. Mary's earlier in the season. And I was looking at their schedule, and their 6 losses, 5 are to ranked teams in the state of Iowa. They lost to Spirit Lake first game of the year, who was unranked, but their other 5 losses, including to St. Mary's earlier in the year, were to ranked opponents. So you got to look at that lineup and the young lineup that Sioux Central has, and you just got to think could be a team to watch the next few years. So Sioux Central is going to start like this. They come in coached by head coach Casey Krager and assisted by Taylor Wood. They come in and they're going to start this way tonight. Starting at one guard, 5'7" sophomore, number 3, Morgan Christian. At another guard, a 5'4" senior, number 10, Diana Gomez. A forward, 5'6" junior, number 12, Hallie Larson. A sophomore, a 5'7" guard, number 22, Brady Krager. And last but not least, a junior, a 5'6" guard, number 23, Kendra Casey. That's how the Sioux Central Rebels will line up tonight against your hometown Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers. The Panthers come in coached by Derek Barner and assisted by Nathan Anderson. Come in with a 15-1 record and 8-1 in the Twin Lakes. The only blemish to that Newell Fonda game a couple weeks ago where they lost by 4, 52-48. Probably one of the gutsiest defensive performances I've seen in a long time. So the Panthers will start like this. A senior, 5'7", number 4, Danica DeMars. A 5'7" junior, number 10, Natalie Green. A senior, 5'5", number 24, Carly Mills. A junior, number 23, 6'2", Sydney Hurd. And a 5'6" senior, number 30, Emily Noteware. We got about 35 seconds on the clock here. Then they'll do the starting lineups and national anthem. What we'll do is we'll step aside for, let's go 2 minutes, and we'll come back with the start of the Twin Lakes Conference action. You're watching Panther basketball on FDS.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
To the Panther Pits. Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
Number 22 and sophomore.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Junior number 23, Sydney Hurd.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit, folks. Twin Lakes Conference action on the tip tonight. Conference rival Sioux Central Rebels come knocking on the door tonight to play your Panthers. Starting lineups again for the Sioux Central Rebels: sophomore Christian Morgan, senior Diana Gomez, junior Hallie Larson, sophomore Brady Krager, and sophomore Kendra Casey. The usuals for the St. Mary's Panthers: Danica DeMars, Natalie Green, Sydney Hurd, Carly Bacon, and last but not least, Emily Noteware. Looks like Brady Krager will jump the center tip against Hurd. Krager giving up about 5-6 inches. Tip goes to Sioux Central, controlled by Christian, and she takes it up. Layup's no good. Rebound down to Hurd. Stolen away, but blocked by Hurd. It was stolen by Christian, and Krager went to put it up, and Hurd got her hand in the way. Block number one for Sydney. Danica controls. Right corner to Green, back top of the key to Carly Mills. Sioux Central in, looks like they're in a little bit of a zone. I would call it a little box and one. Carly Mills from the free throw line, no good. I would call it a little box and one. They had a little four-person zone, and then number 3, Morgan Christian, was shadowing DeMars. Krager with it left side, little runner in the lane, no good. Rebound down to Sydney. She gets it out to Danica, and she'll trot it across half court. She's going to drive left side out to Green, top of the key to Mills. Three-pointer up by DeMars, off the rim, no good. Rebound down to Emily. And it's going to be a foul called on Hallie Larson. Will pick up number 1 for the Rebels. It'll be Panther basketball out of bounds underneath their own basket. Inbounds to Emily right underneath the basket. Layup is no good, but she fights for the rebound, and it's controlled by Casey. Kendra Casey gets it out to Christian Morgan. She'll drive in the lane, put it up and under, a little left-handed, and she puts it in for 2. Get on the board first, an early 2-0 lead for the Rebels. Natalie Green, three-pointer from the right side, off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound down to Christian. Guarded by DeMars. She kicks out. Kendra Casey, three-pointer, misses. Rebound down to Emily. That's going to be an interesting matchup tonight. Morgan Christian against DeMars. DeMars for a layup, and it's caught by Kendra Casey. Gets a hand on it. DeMars thought she had a wide open layup, fast break, but Kendra Casey got a hand in there and tipped that ball away, and Sioux Central controlled. Christian Morgan Morgan Christian, top of the key, guarded by DeMars. Sophomore versus senior. DeMars gives up about 3 inches, but shot up by Christian off the bottom of the rim, no good. Rebound down, outlets to Emily down at the other end. It's tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay Panther basketball. Panthers are coming off 2 wins late last week that we did not cover. One Thursday night, they went up to Pocahontas and beat them by 7, I believe, in a tough game. And then Saturday went down and got an easy win against Siouxland Christian. Nowhere with a three-pointer. No good. Rebound down by Hurd, and her shot is short. Rebound down to Kendra Casey. She gets it ahead to Morgan Christian. She'll drive left side, meets Hurd. She throws up a little floater. Rebound down. It's going to be off of the Rebels. Going to go Panther basketball. You look at this Sioux Central lineup, and as I say that, number 4, Presley Peterson, will check in. This is a very, very young Rebel lineup. They start a sophomore. Looks like 3 sophomores, a junior, and a senior. First one off the bench is a sophomore. And they got some scorers, too. The scorers for this team. Led in scoring by sophomore Brady Krager, 15 points a game. Morgan Christian comes in at 14.5. And Kendra Casey with 9. Turnover on the Panthers out of bounds, so it'll be Rebel basketball. 2-0, 5-minute mark here, first quarter in the Panther pit. Kendra Casey dribbles outside to Gomez. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound down to Morgan Christian in the lane. Got away with a travel. They get it out to Hallie Larson. Three-pointer misses. Carly Mills runs down the rebound, out of bounds. They're going to say it went off of Carly. It's going to stay Rebel basketball. Rebels will inbounce. Right baseline. Inbounds guarded by Natalie Green. Christian pump fakes. Hallie Larson with it back to Christian. She drives right side. In the lane. Gets it tipped away, but she controls it out to Gomez. Gomez falls down, but she gets rid of it to Larson. Cross court. Morgan Christian in the corner. Three-pointer no good. DeMars with the rebound, and they're going to get Presley Peterson over the back on Danica. She had good position there. First for Peterson, second team. 22, Brady Krager checks back in for Gomez. 4:39 left first quarter here in the Panther pit. 2-0 lead for the Rebels from Sioux Center in this Twin Lakes Conference matchup. DeMars with it, right corner. She thought 3, but she pulled it down. I thought that was going to go. Green with it, top of the key. Emily right side, gets it into Sydney. Back out to Emily. Dribbles in the lane, little 10-foot jumper. Put it in for 2 to get them on the board. Hopefully that sparks a rally, get it going. 2-2 the score, 4:10 left here in the first quarter in Storm Lake. Morgan Christian in the lane, shot blocked by Sydney. Controlled by the Rebels. Krager with it, she steps back, takes a deep 2 from the left corner. Rebound down to Peterson. Underneath the basket, she's going to get called for a 3-second violation and a turnover to the Panthers. Peterson got that rebound, and she went to turn and look to shoot, and there was the 6'2", 6'3", outstretched arms, about a 7-foot wingspan of Sydney Hurd, and she had nowhere to go with it. Three-pointer by DeMars. Off the backboard, no good. Rebound down to Peterson, and she outlets to Morgan Christian, who's going to run with it right side. Larson. Top of the key to Kendra Casey. Man-to-man defense here. Presley Peterson, long 2 from the left side, no good. Rebound down to Larson. Puts it up, no good. Rebound down to Hurd. She outlets to Emily. Emily brings it down right side, slows down, pulls it back. We got a timeout call. They blew the whistle. Sioux Central's coach. It was almost like he wanted to call a timeout, but they couldn't call a timeout because he doesn't have the ball. So now they take away the transition basketball that the Panthers had going, and it's just our ball. So I don't know why they're not getting this thing in play as soon as they could. don't know if that was an inadvertent whistle or what. DeMars drives right side, left side, and she puts it up and in for two. Danica on the board, takes a 4-2 lead. 2:52 left first quarter. Christian with it, drives left side, kicks it back out. Back to Christian. This is going to be a fun matchup to watch all night. Like I said, Danica gives up a couple 2-3 inches, but she'll get it back in her grit. Three-pointer up by Krager off the side and out of bounds. It's going to be Panther basketball. I'd like to know what Casey Krager, head coach for Sioux Central, he was motioning out on the court about something like maybe kind of looked like an over and back call or whatnot, but the fact that they blew the whistle and stopped our St. Mary's' transition. Emily, three-pointer off the rim, no good. They're going to say it hit the top of the backboard. Going to be Sioux Central basketball. 4-2 the early lead for the Panthers here. First quarter, 2:18 left. Panthers were supposed to have a game last night against Remsen. St. Mary's would have came in ranked 15th in Class 1A. It's kind of an interesting matchup to look forward to, but they had to cancel the game, thrown away by Morgan Christian. Panther basketball had to cancel the game because St. Mary's had a whole big population of their high school homesick with the flu. So tonight's the first, in fact, a couple of the girls didn't even go to school yesterday, so it'll be first day back to school, first game after being sick for a few of them. So we'll see what the condition they're in, whether they have their legs under them all night or not. Out to Emily, back top of the key to Natalie. Left side, Emily, she looks inside, back to Danica, top of the key. They're always looking inside to Sydney, but right now they're kind of doubling down on her, both Larson and Krager. Knocked out of bounds. Going to stay Panther basketball. Going to be a foul call. That's why they called that out of bounds. I thought they called it out of bounds, and then Morgan Christian grabbed the ball and slammed it on the floor, and then I saw the ref calling a foul on her. Danica in the corner with it. Timeout called. 30-second timeout. We'll step aside for one as well. 30 seconds. You're watching Panther basketball on FDS.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit, folks. 1:41 left, first quarter here. Low scoring first quarter, 4-2 the early lead for the Panthers over the Sioux Central Rebels. I told myself today, kind of bet myself on how many times I would say Sioux Center instead of Sioux Central. Three-pointer from the corner, Natalie Green. Open fire from the left side, gets it to fall. 7-2 the score, 1:30 left. Rebels with it. Morgan Christian dribbles the baseline, kicks it back out to Larson. Cross court to Kendra Casey in the corner to a three-pointer made by Brady Krager, her first points of the night. Cuts it the lead to 2, 7-5. 1 minute mark, first quarter. Carly throws it away. She thought Sydney was going to zig, but she zagged. Turnover to the Rebels. Morgan Christian will walk it across half court. She's picked up by Danica right at the half court line. She dribbles left side. Stopped on the baseline, throws it out to Brady Krager in the corner. Christian dribbles into the lane, kicks it out. Top of the key, back to Morgan Christian. She's a tall, lanky, really long-armed guard. She's listed at 5'7", but I think she's taller than that. Because of Danica's Danica's lifted at 5'7", and she's given up 2-3 inches. My guess is that Christian's more like a 5'9", 5'10". Good defense here. 13 seconds left. Morgan Christian, top of the key. Brady Krager, 7 seconds. In the lane to Gomez. Larson with it, right side. Morgan Christian dribbles in the lane. She tries to get it up over Sydney. No basket. The ball in the air. Coach Krager's out on the floor looking at the refs, asking for a foul. Morgan Christian is also asking the ref for a foul. All right, that's the end of the first quarter. 7-5 the score. We will step aside. Let's go 30 seconds. We'll be back and bring you second quarter action here. You're watching Panther basketball on FDS.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Maloof.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Welcome back to Twin Lakes Conference basketball, folks, here in the Panther Pit at Storm Lake St. Mary's High School. Storm Lake visiting Sioux Central Rebels, trail by 2 to your Panthers. 7-5 the score, start of the second quarter. We will have Panther basketball. Starters on the floor: DeMars Noteware, Carly Mills, Natalie Green, Sydney Hurd. Starters on the floor for the Rebels: Christian, Gomez, Larson, Krager, Casey. 2-3 zone, but it looks like Morgan Christian follows DeMars kind of wherever she goes. She's got those long, lanky arms, knocked down some passes. Three-pointer up by Danica. Count it! We knew she'd find one sooner or later. That's a 10-5 lead for the Panthers. Long three-pointer Kendra Casey put up. That was darn near a Caitlin Clark three-pointer. I don't know if anybody's a Hawkeye fan, but the Iowa women lost a heartbreaker to Ohio State last night, but sophomore Caitlin Clark went for 41 on the night, and she hit one late in the game. She actually took 2 dribbles back and hit it from the Hawkeye logo inside to Sydney Hurd, and Hurd puts it up for 2 to get on the board. And that three-pointer that Casey took just a second ago looked like a Caitlin Clark three-pointer. She was out there a ways. There's a little silver tile on the floor. I don't know if it's for putting up volleyball nets or whatnot, but she stepped back and she was dang near to that spot. 12-5 lead for the Panthers. Good defense being played. Inside to Larson, hits a cutting Christian in the lane, puts it up over the top of Hurd to no avail. Rebound down to Sydney. She gets it out to Danica. She's going to go down right side, going to drive the lane. Kick back out. Sydney, cross court to Emily. Top of the key to Carly. She hands it off to Danica. Going to set up the offense. 6:30 left here, second quarter. I thought she was going to pull the trigger on that. Natalie Green with it right baseline. Back top of the key to Sydney. Bounce pass back to Green. She's going to drive in. Hits it. Cutting Emily in the lane. Misses the shot, but there's going to be a foul called. I believe they're going to get Hallie Larson will be number 2 on her. 12. Hallie Larson, the junior, will pick up her second. Emily to the free throw line for some free throws. Shooting about a 55% clip on the season. First one's up, nothing but net for Emily. Extends that lead 13-5. Neither team's really got anything going. Even the basket St. Mary's has got it. They've just kind of been here and there, never really have been able to put anything together. They're going to call, she missed the free throw, but they're going to call a lay-in violation on St. Mary, so it's Sioux Central ball out of bounds. Krager inbounds to Morgan Christian, and she'll get met by DeMars at midcourt. Kendra Casey with it, drives the baseline, kicks out to Gomez, long two-pointer. Ref put his hand up for a 3, but she was clearly about half her foot was over the line. So that would have been a controversial make if she would have made that. Good defense by the Panthers tonight. Hands in the air, playing defense with their feet. Cross court to Brady Krager. She pump fakes Emily, gets her on her feet, goes around, misses a shot, rebound down to Sydney. She gets it out to Emily, but it's stolen away by Gomez. Three-pointer by the lefty. Krager misses. Offensive rebound down to the Rebels. Krager with another shot off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound into Case Kruger as she misses it in the lane to Krager. Rebound down to the Panthers finally. 5:20 left here first half. Danica's going to drive in, kick out to Emily. Natalie Green, top of the key. Back to Danica. Cross court into Natalie in the lane. Nice pass by Danica. Cross court through traffic and hit Natalie Green left side. Easy layup. 15-5 at the 5-minute mark here, second quarter in the Panther pit. Tipped away by Danica, and she's going to take it the length of the floor. Right-handed layup off the bottom of the rim. She's disgusted with herself as she hustles back to play defense. Krager gets Sydney on her feet, and Krager drives the lane. Going to be foul. I believe they're going to get Carly. They're going to get Carly with her first foul. Krager will go to the line for free throws. She's shooting 60% from the line on the season. Comes in averaging 15 points, 4.5 rebounds. First one's off the back of the rim. Hasn't made a bucket. Or she made a three early, but she shot a lot of shots and just hasn't gotten anything to fall. Bianca Lamones will check in and give Carly Mills a well-deserved rest. Carly's one of those players that where the ball is where she'll be. Second one up made by Krager. Timeout, full timeout by Sioux Central. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back to watch more Panther basketball on FDS.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
4:42 left first half here. Panther basketball. They're going to be picked up by some full court man-to-man pressure by the Rebels. They get it across to Natalie Green. Inside to Bianca Lamones in the lane, and she throws it up to no good. Rebound down to Morgan Christian, and she'll run with it for the Sioux Central Rebels. Kendra Casey back to Krager, top of the key. Passing around the perimeter, Larson, Peterson, back to Krager. The lefty dribbles in the lane but kicks back out to Larson in the corner. Good defense by the Panthers. Three-pointer from Larson from the corner, no good. Rebound run down by Presley Peterson. There's going to be a foul called on Natalie Green. I believe they're going to get Natalie with number 1. I hope so because I marked it down already. Number 10, Natalie Green will pick up number 1. 15-6 the lead. 3:56 left first half. Carly Mills got her about a minute of rest. She'll check back in for Bianca. Holding play for Presley Peterson to tie a shoe. Kendra Casey will inbounds for Sioux Central. Natalie Green guarding the inbounds. Get it into Krager. Over to Larson. Around the perimeter. It looks like they're trying to get Morgan Christian in the lane posted up against Danica because she's given up so many inches. Three-pointer misses. Rebound down to Carly. Missed a call on a foul there. Presley Peterson way over the back. Gets it down court to Natalie Green. Cross the box to Emily. Danica three-pointer top of the key. Off the back of the rim, no good. Stood wide open, and she thought, if you're not going to guard me, I'm going to shoot it. Rebound down to Kendra Casey. 15-6 the score. Just over 3 minutes left second quarter here at the Panther Pit, Sioux Storm Lake St. Mary's High School. Sioux Central Rebels come to town. Twin Lakes Conference matchup. Morgan Christian drives the baseline. Kicks it back out. Cross court. Good ball movement. Brady Krager three-pointer in and out. Rebound down to Presley Peterson. Morgan Christian with it. 2:40 left second quarter. She backs it out and sets up the offense. Krager, long three-pointer left side. Rebound down to Sydney, and she gets it to Danica. Out to Emily. Back to Danica. She'll drive it down. Cross court to Natalie. Danica with it. Get things set up. Danica drives in. Emily back to Natalie Green. Three-pointer. Off the front of the rim, no good. It goes out of bounds. I believe it's going to be Rebel basketball. 2:10 left second quarter. Larson will play it in to Morgan Christian. Like I said earlier, neither team's really got anything going. It seems like get a bucket. Nobody's put any more than one bucket together back to back. The other team seems to get one and kind of spoil the run they have. DeMar's guarding Morgan Christian. She gets hurt on her feet, but she can't get the shot off. Krager with another three. Off the front of the rim, no good. She's probably shot 10. She's got one made and a free throw, but she's shot quite a few from that range. But looking at the stat sheet, is that's her shot, so it's just a matter of time before they start to fall. Danica drives in the lane, out to Sydney, cross court. Natalie Green, Carly from the corner, long two-pointer off the front of the rim. Oh, going to be a foul on Natalie. I don't know where they got that. I'm not one to blame referees and wonder, but she had the ball and the Sioux Central girl came in and ripped it right out of her hands, and they called the foul on Natalie. 1:15 left first quarter, or first half here, excuse me. Rebel basketball. Morgan Christian with it left side. Cross the lane to Presley Peterson. Put it up over Sydney. Can't get it to go. Sydney brings it down. Danica's going to run with it. She stops and pulls it back. Out to Sioux Central. Morgan Christian drives the lane. Gets it back out. Top of the key. Krager with it from the free throw line. Can't get it. Carly Mills grabs the rebound. 43 seconds left. Danica will slowly walk it down. It looks like we might have lost video here, folks, but I'm going to still call the audio for you. 30 seconds left first half. Little technical difficulties here. We'll get her figured out at halftime. 25 seconds left. Danica, top of the key, dribbles.
Shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit, folks. Halftime of the girls' game here. Twin Lakes Conference action between Sioux Central Rebels and your Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers. Low scoring first half, 15-6 the lead for the Panthers. Run down some scoring. It was a 7-5 at the end of the first quarter, 15-6 at halftime. Run down some scoring for the Sioux Central Rebels. Morgan Christian with 2 and Brady Krager with 4. Like I said, towards the end of the first half, Krager shot a lot of threes and got 1 to go, but it's just Krager and Christian are those kind of players where you know they're going to make their shots, so it's a matter of time until something starts to fall. For the Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers, led in scoring, Danica and Natalie Green both have 5. Emily Noteware with 3, and Sydney had a bucket for 2. 15-6 the score. We got our technical difficulties worked out. Cam Cohn's a magician on this thing. Got it all figured out. I've been bringing you the Buena Vista Regional Medical Center halftime show thanks to our sponsors. Scoreboard sponsor tonight, brought to you by United Bank of Iowa. We got about a minute and a half left till the second half. We'll go ahead and we'll step aside for, let's go a minute. We'll come back with more second half action. You're watching St. Mary's basketball on Fuller Digital.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
Welcome back to St. Mary's basketball, folks. You're watching Fuller Digital. I'm Neil Cruz bringing you the action. Cam Cohn over here on the computer got everything figured out. Had a little technical difficulty there at the end of the first half. Cam shook his hand, pointed at it, worked his magic, and got it all figured out. We got about 2 seconds here before the halftime buzzer goes off. We'll bring you some second half action here. Storm Lake St. Mary's with a 15-6 lead over the Sioux Central Rebels. The Rebels will have the ball to start the third quarter. Pretty sure Coach Krager and Coach Varner went into the halftime thinking 15-6, what's going on here? Neither team was really able to get anything going for their team. DeMars, Noteware, Carly Mills, Sydney Hurd, Bianca Lamonas on the floor for the Panthers. Looks like the starting 5 for the Rebels. Krager, Morgan Christian, Gonzalez, Gomez. Shot down, missed by the Rebels. It's going to bring it down to Danica. She brings it down. Emily from the corner misses a 3. Oh! Bounced off the back of the rim, and I said she misses, and the ball went straight in the air and came back down and went in for a three-pointer for Natalie. Under the basket to Gomez. She was going up against Hurd. She passes it out. Kendra Casey off the side of the rim, going to go out of bounds. Going to be Panther basketball. Now we can get something going here. Get a bucket. Natalie Green will check in for Lamonas. Come off that three-pointer by Emily. We got to get a couple baskets here, get things going. Sioux Central, kind of a little 2-2-1 press, zone press. Pass is tipped away. Stolen by the Rebels to Morgan Christian underneath the basket. Puts it up. She's fouled by DeMars. The referee that was in the backcourt, like he was at the free throw line on the other end, called that foul. Danica will pick up number 1. Christian will go to the line for a couple free throws. She comes in about a 63% free throw shooter, scoring about 14 points a game. First one rolls around and in. Kind of compares, she's kind of a Danica DeMars type player. She comes in averaging 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. Just one of those girls that's going to be all over the floor. Long and lanky. Second one's missed. Rebound down to Emily. And they kind of come into it. They go into that 2-2-1 zone press. Danica dribbles out of it. Gets it to Carly. Danica top of the key, cross court to Natalie. They set up the offense, top of the key to Emily. Inside to Sydney. Krager gets in the way, knocks them both down. Sioux Central steals the ball. And now there's going to be a foul called on Carly. She just happened to be there going through that area and ran into Krager. Coach Krager on his feet again talking to the refs about something. Coach Krager, the father of sophomore Brady Krager. Morgan Christian with it, top of the key, guarded by Carly. Gomez right side. Gomez puts it up and in for two. Diana Gomez on the board. 18-9 the score, and they go back into that 2-2-1 zone press. Danica gets it out to Emily, cross court to Carly, and she holds it, gets it back to Emily, to Danica to set up the play. Good break of that press zone. Danica drives in the lane, kicks it out to Sydney. I've never seen Sydney shoot a three. Cross court pass by Carly, and it's stolen away by Gomez. Morgan Christian will drive in, kick it back out. Jump shot, Kendra Casey from the right side, no good. Rebound down to Emily. She gets it to Danica. Full timeout called on the floor by the Panthers. Varner wants to set something up to go against this press. We'll step aside for 30. We'll be right back with more Panther basketball on FDS.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
18-9 the lead for the Panthers out of the timeout. 5:33 left, third quarter. Coach Varner took a timeout, had to get something figured out to go against his 2-2-1 zone press. Morgan Christian will pick up Danica at the half court. Looks like they're in a 1-2-2, 3-2 zone. Morgan Christian, that tall, lanky guard at the top of that with those long arms. It's going to cause havoc at the top of that. Danica wide open three. She nails it. Nice play. The assist to Emily Noteware. Nice looking play there. 21-9 the score. 5-minute mark, third quarter. Panthers need a stop here, get things going and get this lead extended. But it seems like the Rebels always seem to claw back in and make things uncomfortable for the Panthers. Krager on a three, and she hits it, falling away, comes out of a screen, and she hits one. Looks like Varner drew up an answer to this zone press. We broke it again. Good ball handling, good defense also by the Rebels. Danica drives in the lane, bounce pass to Carly. She misplays it. Emily in the corner. Cross court to Natalie Green, back to Danica, top of the key. Inside to Sydney, they get it to her. She kicks right back out. Nothing there. Danica drives in. Emily. Carly with it, back out to... They're going to call Carly for a travel in the lane. St. Mary's crowd is wondering where that came from. I was kind of wondering that myself. Unless she just all but slightly pulled that back pivot foot. Just under the 4-minute mark, third quarter, 21-12. The lead for the Panthers. Rebels trying to build off a Krager three-pointer. Thrown out of bounds by Krager. or Kendra Casey, excuse me, tries to go cross court to Gomez, and it goes out of the bounds. Natalie Green will inbounds. Sioux Central in that 2-2-1. Gets it to Danica. Foul called. I believe they're going to get 23. They're going to get Kendra Casey. Will pick up her first. They announced Kendra Casey as a sophomore. She's a sophomore in the pamphlet I got tonight at the game, but on my sheet printed off the internet, she's a junior. So I honestly don't know. If she's a sophomore, this team could be interesting the next few years. Inside to Hurd. Got off a nice shot, but it bounced in and bounced out. Rebound down to the Rebels. Still 21-12. Morgan Christian drives the right side. Floater in the air. They're going to count it, and Carly Mills will pick up number 3. Morgan Christian will get the bucket. Carly picks up number 3, and Christian will go to the line for some one free throw. Number 4, sophomore Presley Peterson will check in. 21-14. Morgan Christian with the opportunity to get the old-fashioned three-point play and bring it within a 6-point game. Rolls in and out, no good. Rebound down to Sydney. The Rebels kind of pull off that press. Morgan Christian will pick up Danica at the half court. Emily drives in the lane, kicks out to Natalie. Top of the key. Danica left side, three-pointer off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound down, it's going to be out of bounds. I believe we're going to say Panther basketball. Carly fought for that one, and it went off the Rebels. It'll be Panther basketball. Natalie Green will inbounds for the Panthers underneath their own basket, left side. Gets it to Danica. Carly, free throw line, jump shot. Carly puts it in for her first bucket of the night. You don't see many from Carly. I saw the stat sheet from Saturday at Sioux Lane Christian. Carly had 6 points. Awesome output by Carly, one of those girls that's going to play defense, hard defense, going to get a rebound, and if there's a loose ball, she's the one that's going to get it. Defensive foul, they're going to get Emily for a body foul. It's her first. Team 4th this half. Rebels inbounds underneath their own basket, get it into Morgan Christian. I think I said that name, Christian Morgan, a lot last time we did this game too. Believe they're going to get Danica for number 2. They're calling a lot of hand check body fouls on that end of the court, and it seems like Morgan Christian and Krager are able to reach in a whole bunch on Danica, and they're not calling it on the other end. But just like every referee call, you're half right all the time. Tipped out of bounds, almost saved back in. Saved back in by Natalie Green, but they're going to blow the whistle, say it's out of bounds off Natalie. Going to be Rebel basketball. He initially pointed towards the Panther way, and just before there was any grumbling, he corrected himself and put it back to Rebel basketball. 23-14, 9-point lead for the Panthers over the Rebels. 2:09 left first half, third quarter here in the Panther pit. Krager with it, top of the key, guarded by DeMars. Cross court, Presley Peterson. Good man-to-man defense. Panthers really got it buckled down right now, not letting the Rebels set anything up. Morgan Christian, guarded by Emily, sets up the play. Long three-pointer off the mark by Krager. Rebound down to Sydney. DeMars will walk it across. She's picked up by Morgan Christian. Passes over to Natalie. Back to Danica. Right baseline. She's going to drive in. I thought they were going to call Natalie for a travel there at the top of the key. Hands it off to Danica. 1:10 left, third quarter. 9-point lead, 23-14 for the Panthers. Danica drives left side, pulls back up, three-pointer off the back of the rim, no good. Going to be a foul called. Didn't see who they called. Did they get Morgan Christian for number 2? I didn't even hear the whistle. That's about the third time that official's blown his whistle, and I didn't hear it. And that same official looks at Coach Krager and tells him to sit down, get back at his bench and sit down. Throws it in. Emily throws it into Danica. 58 seconds left, third quarter. Natalie Green with it. Cross court to Carly, free throw line jumper. Nails it. Big shots. Big buckets for Carly tonight. 25-14. Morgan Christian with it, top of the key, guarded by Danica. Christian with it, free throw line. She drives in on Hurd. They're going to get Sydney on the block after Morgan Christian put the shoulder down, looked like a linebacker going into the line of scrimmage. Right, Cam? Cam just said he'd have tackled her at the line of scrimmage. She wouldn't have got through there. 23 seconds left. The Rebels will probably hold for 1. But the way they throw up some threes, you never know. Morgan Christian, top of the key. She's going to drive left on Green. She's stopped by Hurd. Dribbles into the corner. Left corner, out of bounds. No, he calls it Rebel basketball. He's saying it was tipped out by Natalie Green. Good defense by Natalie. 8.5 seconds left, third quarter. 25-14, 11-point lead for the Panthers. Going to be a 30-second, I believe, timeout on the floor. 30-second, we'll step aside for 30 as well. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Panther basketball on FDS.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
25-14, 11-point lead for the Panthers. 8.3 seconds left, third quarter. Sioux Central ball. The Rebels will inbounce on their own end of the court. Free throw line extended on the sideline. Kendra Casey will inbounce. Peterson, Krager, Christian, and Larson on the floor. Gets it to Peterson, top of the key. She drives in on Carly. It's over to Peterson, right side. Three-point shot tried to be put up by Larson, and it's blocked by Natalie Green at the end of the third quarter. Good defense. We'll step aside for a minute. You're watching Fuller Digital bringing you St. Mary's basketball.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
Welcome back to Fuller Digital, folks. We're bringing you Storm Lake St. Mary's Panther basketball from the Panther Pit. Cam Cohn on the video computer tonight. I'm Neil Cruz bringing you the action. 25-14, 11-point lead for the Panthers as we open this fourth quarter. Panthers will start with the ball. DeMars, top of the key, drives in, kicks out to Natalie Green. Three-pointer, high arcing shot, rebound down to Sydney, and Sydney puts it up and in to start this fourth quarter off. 27-14, 13-point lead for the Panthers. Three-pointer by Presley Peterson in the corner, off the mark. Rebound down to Sydney. I could see the smile on her face when she caught that ball, and one foot was out of bounds and one foot was in bounds, and she just kind of quietly picked it up and pulled it back in bounds to make sure the ref didn't see it, but it was right in front of him. Three-pointer off the mark. Rebound down to Morgan Christian, but she tried to bounce it off a Panther out of bounds, but it was saved by the Panthers. Natalie Green got it to Danica. Good performance tonight by Natalie Green, defensive-wise. She hit a three in the first half. Carly Mills has 2 big buckets for the Braves in the third quarter. Kind of kept that third quarter going. Three-pointer, Emily in the corner. We need that. Oh, rims in and out. Sydney with the rebound, no good. Sydney with the second one, no good. In her face, Morgan Christian was all over her and nothing called. Rebels driving the lane. They kick to the side. Presley Peterson to take a line from my buddy Keith Crane. I'm not one to blame things on the refs, but aye. Inside to Krager underneath the basket. She gets it into Peterson. Little bounce pass off the backboard. No good. Rebound down to DeMars, and she's going to slowly walk it across. Sioux Central pulls off that press. Morgan Christian will pick her up at the top of the key. Danica goes left side, up and under, little swoop. No good. Rebound down to Kendra Casey's going to run with it. Ups court to Peterson. No good. They're going to get Carly. Number 4 on Carly. That's the 7th team foul also, so Sioux Central will shoot 1-1 at least the rest of the way out. Peterson will come to the line. 61% free throw shooter for the Rebels. First one's up off the front of the rim and rolls over the top. Shooter's roll, as you would call it on that one. Peterson averaging about 3.5 points a game. 6:04 left, fourth quarter. 27-15, soon to be. No good there. Sydney with the rebound. That's probably rebound around number, I'm going to say 12 to 15. If I had more than 3 hands, I would keep track of rebounds. Nice little bounce pass to Natalie in the lane. Kicks it back out to Emily. Danica. Top of the key, guarded by Christian. She's going to drive in left, kick it out to Carly. Free throw line jumper. Hits it in, puts it in for 2. That is Carly's spot tonight. Free throw line elbow, just a little bit step out. And she's hit 3 from that spot. 29-15. Rebels with it, top of the key, thrown away, tipped by Natalie, but controlled by Kendra Casey. Larson with it, Casey. Cross court to Peterson, 2-pointer, off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out, going to be a foul. We need to get that ref a new whistle. That's about the 7th time you can't hear it. Fouls on number 3, Morgan Christian will pick up number 3 for the Rebels, and that brings Coach Krager off the bench. Timeout, full timeout by Krager and the Sioux Central Rebels. We'll take one right along with them. We'll be right back with more Panther basketball on FDS.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
Welcome back to FDS, folks. You're watching Panther basketball on Fuller Digital Solution. I'm Neil Cruz bringing you the action. Cam Cone on the computer video tonight. Panther basketball. Sioux Central in a full court press into Sydney Hurd. She's fouled by number 22. Brady Krager will pick up number 1. That's just the 4th team foul on Sioux Central. They're in a full court, looks like man-to-man press, getting into Sydney again. Another foul on Krager, that's number 2. They got some to give. I don't know if Krager and Morgan Christian, and there you go. I was just going to say, I don't know if Morgan or Krager's the one to give those fouls, so they immediately, just as I said that, they switched players. And so now Kendra Casey is guarding Hurd, and they try to get it into Hurd again the 3rd time, and Krager knocks it out of bounds. As they say, maybe the 4th time's the charm. Over the top to Sydney Hurd, and they're going to get another foul. They're going to get a foul called on Kendra Casey this time. They were going to call the foul on number 23 either way because both girls are number 23, and so I was hoping it wouldn't have been on Sydney because this crowd would have went nuts. That's 2 on Casey. That's 6 teams, so the next one is 1-1. Into Emily. She gets it right side to Danica. Reach in by Krager, and that's number 3 on Krager, and Danica's going to shoot some 1-1, and that is the person you want at the line if you are St. Mary's. Averaging, shooting 80% from the line. That last time out we had, it just made me remember, I don't read these names off enough. Cheerleaders for the Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers, and some of these names they run double duty. They're basketball players and cheerleaders. Bianca Lamones, Maria Mendoza, Crystal Center, Odalise Lopez, Melanie Rosalis, Autumn Wunschel, and Carla Lamones. First one's up in for Danica. The front end of a 1-on-1, we will get a second one, 30-15 for the Panthers. 5:03 left, 4th quarter, in kind of a weird game. Low scoring. Second one's good. Neither team, I mean, they're up by 16, but neither team's really been able to get a run going. That last free throw puts Danica in double digits with 10 for the night. Tipped away by Danica, but controlled by Kendra Casey. Morgan Christian in the lane. Throws it back out. Good defense played. Oh, she's wide open for a 3. Off the side of the rim, no good. Krager puts it back up and in. And they're going to get, I believe, Danica. Bucket's good. Fouls on number 4. Danica will pick up number 3. Krager gets the bucket, and she gets a free throw to go with it to try to nail down that old-fashioned 3-point play. Krager is about a 60% free throw shooter from the free throw line. She gets it. That brings it to a 31-18. 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll just stay here. 4:44 left. 3rd quarter, I saw Cam reaching for the commercial button, so I thought I'd maybe just get him on one and say, nah, we'll stay here. So next time he'll be laying back, like not going to need anything. Then I'll say commercial and I have to go to work really fast and get things done. Cam Cohen on the job tonight. New to Fuller Digital this year, doing an awesome job. Friend of family, friend of mine, and looked like he needed some work. Fill his pockets with money so he can take the girls on dates. So he said he'd come over here and get a job, have some fun watching high school basketball. Panther basketball, other end of the floor, going against looks like a 4-1 press. Nobody guarding the inbounds. Man-to-man on the other 4. The 5th Sioux Central Liberal was back at the half court. Tipped out of bounds by Kendra Casey, away from Danica. Out of bounds, it's going to stay Panther basketball. Natalie Green will play it in just on the backcourt side of the half court. She gets it into Danica. Danica's picked up by Kendra Casey and Christian. She gets it across, going to drive in left side. Kicks it out to Natalie Green, 3-pointer, goes! Natalie Green with a huge 3-pointer. Kendra Casey will drive the length of the floor, pass it in. Krager, 3-pointer from the left side, misses everything. That was a Caitlin Clark 3-pointer, and it missed everything. She had a Panther in her face. She didn't have the chance to get a full shot off. Full timeout on the floor by the Panthers. We'll take one as well. Cam's on the button tonight.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Panther basketball, 4:13 left, fourth quarter. Inbounds against that man-to-man press. Gets it into Danica. She dribbles through, gets it over to Emily, and Emily gets it across the timeline. Going to be fouled by Kendra Casey. I believe they're going to give the foul to. Kendra Casey will pick up number 3. Krager checks her way back in. And Larson checks back in. Number 11, Hadley Ayers, freshman, in for the Rebels. Emily will go shoot a 1-and-1. First one's up, rolls around front of the rim, back of the rim, and rolls in. Emily about a 55% free throw shooter on the season. First one's good. She gets the second side of a 1-and-1. 4:05 left, 35-18 in favor of the Panthers. Second one's up and good for Emily as well. 4 minutes left, fourth quarter here. Morgan Christian will handle it for the Rebels. My guess is the Rebels are going to start shooting some three-pointers if they want to inch their way back into this. Christian and Krager, same side. Krager takes a long three-pointer off the front of the rim, hits the top of the backboard, whistled dead ball to the Panthers. The Rebels will fall right into that man-to-man full-court press. Natalie Green will inbounds, gets it to Danica, middle of the floor. She dribbles up, guarded by Morgan Christian. Cross to Emily. Being fouled like crazy. And the 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll just stay here, kind of set the scene. 36-18, 18-point lead for the Panthers. 3:37 left. 8 fouls on each side. So it'll be 1-and-1 on the next shot at least, no matter what on the next foul. And 2 more fouls, it'll be 2 shots. Low-scoring game for the Panthers. Led in scoring by Danica with 10. Emily's got 8. Carly Mills, big night tonight with 6. And Natalie Green with 8. I'm going to try my best. I want to get Natalie and Carly up here at halftime just to see those two. I mean, you come in to play the Panthers, you're going to look at Danica, Sydney, and Emily. And when those 3 can't get it going, it's these other 2 that really got to step up, and tonight they did. Emily, smart play, thrown off the foot of a Rebel. She was kind of in the corner, nowhere to go, and she bounced it right off of Kendra Casey's foot. Out of bounds. It's going to be Natalie Green will inbounds from the corner. She gets it into Danica. Cross court to Emily. Takes a little footstep in there. And she gets called for travel. Looked like she's going to go for a little Kareem Abdul-Jabbar skyhook or maybe a pass to Sydney. But she gets called for the travel. 3:25 left. Defense is the name of the game tonight. Long three-pointer by Krager off the mark. Out of bounds into the St. Mary's Panthers cheerleaders. Going to be Panther basketball. Natalie Green will inbounds. Sydney Hurd at half court. Carly, Danica, and Emily are at the free throw line. Gets it into Danica. She's got the run up to Sydney underneath the basket. Back to Danica. Loses control, but she runs it down in the corner. Throws it back up top. It's tipped out of bounds by Kendra Casey. It'll stay Panther basketball. Inbounds with 3:09 left right in front of their own bench. Emily will inbounds. throws it up to Sydney underneath the basket. And to me, that looked about as intentional as a foul can get. The referee walks over and he calls a foul on number 12. Hallie Larson will pick up number 3. Sydney will get a couple free throws. I don't want to say anybody did anything intentionally, but that was about as intentional as a foul that I've seen in a long time. Sydney's first one, that was about as good as Emily's three-pointer in the third quarter. It hit the back of the rim, straight in the air and back down in. Second one for Sydney. Nothing but net on that one. 3:07 left here in the game. 20-point lead, 38-18 for the Panthers. Morgan Christian with a 10-footer misses, but she's going to get a foul called. I believe that's number 4 on Miss DeMars. Danica picks up number 4. Christian will go to the line for a couple free throws. Comes in. The team's leading scorer, I believe. Nope, Krieger is. Christian averaging about 14.5. First one's off the front of the rim. No good. Same type of player as Danica, though. She does a little bit of everything. She's going to rebound. She's going to get those assists. She's going to play tough defense, score the ball. Second one's up and in for Christian. Green will inbounds it with the 3 minutes left. It's it into Danica underneath her basket. She's going to dribble down right side. Other side, she's going to have to get it across. There she goes to Emily. Up to Sydney underneath the basket. Over to Carly. Puts it up and in for 2. Nice play. That extra pass made the difference. Sydney didn't quite have a look at it when she got it, so she initially over to Carly and put it in for 2. 8 points on the night for Carly. Three-pointer by Larson, no good. Rebound down to Danica. Going to be a foul called on the other side. Krieger will pick up number 4, and Danica will shoot some free throws. Called that foul on number 3. Number 22. Krieger picks up her 4th. Danica will shoot a pair. They're in the double bonus. 80% free throw shooter. First one's up and in. Really even scoring for the Panthers tonight. 11, 8, 8, 8, and 6. Low scoring, but that's about as even as you'd want it to get. It's about as good as you get. Second one's good. That's 4 free throws in a row for Danica. If you're the other team, that's not the one to foul. 2:20 left here in the fourth quarter. Twin Lakes Conference action. Panthers with a 42-19 lead over Sioux Central. The defense is the story of the night. Just hasn't not let the Rebels get anything going. Going to be a foul called. 24 on Carly. That's number 5. She'll be out of the game. Bianca will check in. Standing ovation for Carly Mills tonight. Kendra Casey, a couple free throws. First one's up and in for Casey. Her first points of the night. Comes in averaging about 9 points a game. Second one off the front of the rim, rolls in. It'll be a timeout on the floor. They haven't said 30 or full. It'll be a 30-second. We'll step aside for 30 as well. Back for more Panther basketball on FDS.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit, folks. 2 minutes left, fourth quarter, 42-21 in favor of the Panthers. Rebels have put a few new girls in. Number 20, Emma Smith. Number 10, Diana Gomez. Number 11, Hadley Ayers. Inside to Sydney, puts it up, no good, gets her own rebound, misses that, but she's fouled. Number 32, Natalie Larson in the game. Fouls on number 20. Emma Smith will pick up her first. Sydney will go to the line for a couple free throws. 1:42 left in the game, 21-point lead for the Panthers. Sydney's first one up, nothing but net. Ellie Richardson will check in for Natalie Green. Awesome game by Natalie tonight. Defensive end, offensive end, everything. Panther basketball off a Rebel turnover. 1:30 left in the game. Danica into the lane, throws it up, underhanded, and gets it to go. Rebels with it, top of the key, Gomez. Drives in the lane, gonna get a call in the lane, foul on the floor, but she'll get a couple free throws out of it. Foul on number 2, Bianca Lamonas, who just checked in. Gomez, first one up and in. Number 12, Avery Smith, and 34, Emily Wunschel will check in. Emily Noteware and Sydney will sit for the evening. Second free throw is good by Gomez. 1:10 left in the game. Avery Smith with it, over to Ellie Richardson. Top of the key to Danica. Autumn Wunschel. Avery Smith with it, top of the key. Back to Bianca, top of the key. Danica right side. Autumn Wunchel's top of the key. Richardson drives in the lane, gets it tipped away, out of bounds. It's going to stay Panther basketball. 30.2 seconds left in the game. 45-23 lead for the Panthers. Will pick up win number 16 on the season to go 16-1, 9-1 in the Lakes. Shot put up by Avery Smith, out of bounds. It'll be Rebel basketball. 24 seconds left. Number 11, Hadley Ayers, will bring the ball down for the Rebels. Freshman. Left side to Larson. She'll drive in the lane, kick out to Gomez. Shot is up and it's blocked by Danica. Rebound down to Bianca. 10 seconds left. Gets it out to Bianca and she'll walk her way across half court. And the game will end 45-23. Three-pointer up by Ellie Richardson. No good. 45-23. Twin Lakes Conference win for Storm Lake St. Mary's. Go to 6-1, 9-1 in the conference. Sioux Central falls to 11-7, 7-2 in the conference. We'll step aside for 2 minutes. We'll come back and we'll recap the girls' game, and then it's the boys' game turn. Sioux Central visiting Storm Lake St. Mary's. You're watching FDS bringing you St. Mary's basketball.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you.
Contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit, folks. The St. Mary's Panthers girls team fresh off their 16th win of the season. They go 16-1, 9-1 in the Twin Lakes Conference. Pick up a conference win over the visiting Sioux Central Rebels. The Rebels fall to 11-7, 7-2 in the conference. St. Mary's had a 7-5 lead at the end of the first quarter. They led 15-6 at halftime, a 25-14 lead at the end of the third quarter, and they come away with a 45-23 victory. The Sioux Central Rebels were led in scoring by sophomore Brady Krager with 10, sophomore Morgan Christian with 6, senior Diana Gomez with 4, Kendra Casey with 2, and Presley Peterson hit a free throw for 1. Your Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers led in scoring by senior Danica DeMars with 14. Rounded out scoring tonight, 3 players, Natalie Green, Carly Mills, and Emily Noteware, all with 8. And then Sydney Hurd with 7. Very rounded out scoring. Nobody really controlled or dominated tonight, but huge shots. A couple big threes by Natalie Green, one in the first quarter and one in the fourth quarter. And Carly Mills with 8 points in the second half. 2 buckets in the third, 2 buckets in the fourth. Really timely baskets. When the defense is keying on Danica and Sydney and Emily, somebody steps up, and tonight it was Carly. So that's the game. 45-23 win. We'll still got about 12 and a half minutes before the boys' game. We're going to go on audio lists. We'll just let you watch the warm-ups. We'll come back with a few minutes before the game for the boys' game, and hopefully at halftime of the boys' game I get Carly and Natalie up here. We'll talk about tonight's game, stepping up big, and just going to St. Mary's High School basketball, see what they got to say. It's about tournament time, so they got to have that on their mind. This is Neil Cruz bringing you FDS. Be back with more Panther basketball. Welcome back to the Panther Pit, folks. Storm Lake St. Mary's Panther basketball. Twin Lakes Conference action versus visiting Sioux Central Rebels, and it's the boys' turn. Sioux Central comes in 13-3, 7-1 in the conference. Head coach Stephen Jaden, assisted by Adam Ehlers and Jeff DeMars. They come in 13-3, and I look back at their losses, and all three of their losses are to ranked teams. They lost to ELC, Esterville Lincoln Central, who was ranked in 3A, and beat number 3 in 2A, Whole Western early. They lost to Newell Fonda, ranked number 11 in 1A, and they lost to Spencer, who was ranked number 6 in 3A. And they come in and they're going to start like this. They're going to start a 6-foot junior guard, number 2, Carter Betcher. Number 3, a 5'8 junior guard, Trevor Ehlers. A 5'8 guard, a junior, number 4, Ethan Mills. A junior, a 6'3 forward, Owen Wilkinson. And number 15, a junior, 6'3 guard, Jacob Hargens. They come in scoring like this. Hargens, the junior, scoring 25 a game. Betcher scoring 17 and a half. And Mills scoring 13. The first meeting in the year, I believe Hargens scored 22, but Ethan Mills is the one that really torched us. He scored 18 that night and really hit some needed shots down the way. We kind of shut down Hargens late in the game, but Mills came alive. And if you look at that lineup, just like their girls team, their girls are mostly sophomores. Their starters are all juniors. And Hargens is a freak athlete. I'm from Cherokee. Me and Cam are both from Cherokee. And we come into tonight and talking about Hargens, he plays like a Will Luger. Will Luger's a senior at Cherokee. Just that tall, lanky, well, I shouldn't say lanky. He's tall, muscular, but just athletic as a freak and jumps out of the gym. So Hargens is always a fun one to watch. Now for your Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers come into tonight 5-11, 2-7 in the conference. Lost earlier in the year to Sioux Central 64-40. Head coach Steve Ryan, assisted by Caden Howard. The Panthers will start like this. Senior number 10, Mason Lavin. A junior, number 12, John Heitman. Number 14, a senior, Toby Jones. A senior, number 34, Tanner Fiorentino. And the big man down in the middle, all the way from Spain, a senior, number 52, Pablo Pascal. So that's how the Panthers are going to start tonight. We got about 48 seconds till they do the lineup, so we'll step aside for 1 minute, and we'll be back with Panther boys basketball. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary. We will
Welcome back to the Panther Pit, folks. Boys action on the docket. Twin Lakes Conference action visiting Sioux Central Rebels coming to town 13-3 to take on your St. Mary's Panthers. 5-11 on the season. Pablo will jump the center circle against number 15, Jacob Hargens, for the Rebels. 8 minutes on the clock. First quarter. Starters on the floor. Betcher, Ehlers, Mills, Hargens, and Wilkinson. For the Panthers, Lavin, Heitman, Jones, Fiorentino, and Pascal. Tip up to the Rebels. Ehlers controls, gets it to Mills. The Rebels come in with 3 in double digits, 25, 17, and 13 for Hargens, Betcher, and Mills, respectively. Betcher with a long two-pointer just inside the top of the key. Hits the bottom of the net, out of bounds, Panther basketball. Hargens is one of those players that he's tall enough. He lists at 6'3". He can play down low, but he's so athletic that he's mostly a wing player. He just gets up and goes, and just like that, he blocks a Mason Lavin shot, but they're going to call a foul. They're going to say Hargens got the body. Watching it in real live action, it did not look like a foul. One of these days I'll have Cam pull up the video and he'll be able to replay me those plays like as they happen, so I can look at those closely. And Lavin hits his free throw to start the game. Lavin's not the guy you want going to the free throw line if you're the Rebels. He comes in shooting 60% on the year, but it just as of late he's been shooting a lot better than that. Second one rolls in and out. That's the old broadcaster's jinx there, as I talked about him being a good free throw shooter. Rebound down to Hargens. Guarded by Fiorentino, kicks it back out. Ehlers, Hargens on the baseline. Drives the baseline, kicks over to Betcher, top of the key to Mills. Nice ball movement around the top of the key. Mills is going to drive in the lane. Little floater, rebound down to Pablo, and he gets it out to Lavin. He's picked up by Ethan Mills at about the volleyball line. He's going to go right around, kicked out to Tanner. Going to drive in the lane on Wilkinson. They get it to Heitman. Across to Tanner. Heitman will back it up on the Panther logo and set up the play. 1-0 for the Panthers. About a minute and a half into this. Man-to-man defense being played by the Rebels. Toby Jones with it right side. Top of the key, trying to get it to Lavin. They get it to him. He kicks over to Tanner. He drives the right baseline. They're going to call a blocking foul on Wilkinson. He'll pick up his first, team second. Coach Jaden talks to the ref right in front of the bench, asking him, must have been wondering why that was a blocking foul instead of a charge on Tanner. Pablo passes it in, gets it top of the key, way up to Heitman. Pablo with it right side. He gets it tipped out of bounds by Hargens. It's going to stay Panther basketball. Heitman with it, top of the key, over to Tanner. Fiorentino with it, left side, free throw line extended. Tried to get it to Lavin, and it's tipped away, but Lavin controls it. Just under the 6-minute mark. They're going to get Lavin on a travel as he took a couple dribbles and then tried a little bounce pass inside to a cutting Fiorentino, but they call him on a travel. Sioux Central Rebel crowd travels very well. Those small schools all travel well. Their sideline is full. Student section's full. They even have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, or 14 standing. No shot. It's going to be a foul on the floor. I think they're going to get Heitman as Ethan Mills drove in. They're going to get John Heitman for his first. The junior will pick up his first, team first. Rebels will play it in. Betcher will play it in underneath their own basket. Gets it up top to Ethan Mills. In the corner to Hargens. He's going to drive right side on Tanner, and they're going to get Tanner on a blocking foul. It's going to be on the floor, so it's going to be out of bounds. They're going to call that a shooting foul. I don't know how they get that. Tanner picks up number 1, team second. Hargens will go to the free throw line. Comes in averaging about 25 points a game. First one's up and in. Shoots 78% from the line. Second one from Hargens. Good. Lavin crosses half court. He's picked up by Ehlers. Out of bounds off the Panthers, going to go the other way. He's not in the starting lineup, and I don't see him on the bench. No Bennett Smith tonight. I know the sickness was going around, the flu was going around St. Mary's, so that might be it with Bennett. I don't know. He'd be starting if he was here, I would assume, and I don't see him down there. So Rebels with it. Betcher drives in the lane, got away with a carry into the lane, and a floater goes in for two. Ref blows it dead because the ball got out of the handle. It's going to be St. Mary's basketball. Lavin will play it in to Heitman. He gives it back to Lavin. I don't know how the three refs missed that carry call on Betcher as he drove into the lane. Nice look into Jones underneath the basket, and Toby puts it in for two. Nice look by Lavin to bring it to a 1-point game, 4-3. Hargens with it. Right side, free throw line extended. He drives in the lane, put it up, no good. I think we're going to get Tanner with the body foul. 34, Fiorentino will pick up number 2. We're short the way it is. No Bennett Smith. Tanner picks up his second. And as I say that, Drew Getch stands up to go check in. First one's good for Hargens. Drew Getch, number 22, will check in for Tanner. Hopefully at halftime we'll have Natalie Green and Carly Mills up here to have a little talk, interview. Second one's up by Hargens, and it's good. Talk about a little St. Mary's basketball, tournament time coming, being a student at St. Mary's, and just basketball in general. Lavin with it into the corner to Toby Jones, back up Pablo with it, free throw line. Guarded by Hargens, free throw line jumper off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out by Jones, but it's grabbed by Hargens. He stops and pops a three from the top of the key, front of the rim, no good. Rebound down to Drew Getch. Gets it out to Lavin. 6-3 the score, 4:14 left first quarter. Twin Lakes Conference action. Rebels on the road here at Storm Lake St. Mary's. Mason Lavin, a free throw line jumper off the backboard, put it in. The bank is open to come within one, 6-5. Betcher drives in, kicks out to Ehlers. Mills, top of the key. Mills gets it to Hargens. He dribbles it up slowly, top of the key. He's going to go up against Pablo. He drives in the lane, loses control, off his own foot, out of bounds. Number 32, Ethan Johnson, the lone senior on this team, checks in, 6'2". The rest of that starting lineup's all juniors and a whole bunch of sophomores, and second man off the bench. First man off the bench is a senior. This is going to be a team to be reckoned with this year and next year. Like I say, they're 13-3 coming in, and all three losses are to ranked teams in the state of Iowa, 1A and 3A. Pablo drives right side. He stops. He puts it up off the window. No good. Rebound down to Mills, and he's going to run with it. Transition basketball. He kicks it out to Hargens. Three-pointer. Good. Lavin will bring it across, stop, pop, 12-footer, no good. Rebound down to Ayers, and they're going to get Drew on the reach-in. Getz will pick up number 1. That's the team 4th. Rebel basketball. This Twin Lakes Conference is loaded, 1A and 2A teams. 1A, you got Newell Fonda leading the conference. Grettinger Terrell's a team to be reckoned with. Sioux Central, I look back, they beat Grettinger handily. And I saw Grettinger the other night, and they looked really good. Three-pointer on the way from Betcher, misses everything. Rebound down to Heitman. He brings it across, gets it to Pablo left side. He drives the lane, going to get a travel. He was wanting a foul called there as they got in, and about 3 people had hands in there. 9-5 the lead for the visiting Rebels over the Panthers. 2:32 left first quarter. Rebels will inbounds. Betcher into Mills. He gives it back to Carter Betcher. Betcher down to the post on Laban, and he turns around. No good. Off the rim. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back up for 2. Laban picked up by Ehlers at the half-court line. He dribbles down right side on the baseline, banks it off the side of the glass and puts it in. It looked like he was too far out, but no, he got it to go. Outlets down to Johnson. Betcher over to Hargens. Mills with it, top of the key, guarded by Heitman. Gives it back to Betcher, guarded by Laban. Betcher's going to drive in, puts it up. He's going to get Getch. I believe they're going to get Drew for number 2, and that's Drew and Tanner with 2 early, and it's not a night that you want to get into foul trouble, and when you're a starter short to begin with. So Betcher goes to the line for 2. They got Lane Carlson at the desk ready to check in, and Drew's already standing right by the bench ready to come out. He knew it was his turn to come out. Number 1, Tate Axtell, another sophomore, will check in for Sioux Central, give Ehlers a break. Betcher will go to the line for another free throw. Second one by Betcher rolls around, and it goes in. That's 6 for Betcher on the night, and 7 for Hargens, and that's the points for the Rebels. Heitman, guarded by Axtell, gets it down to Pablo on the right baseline. Tries to get it inside to cutting Toby Jones, but it's tipped away by Johnson. Betcher's going to run with it. Mills, three-pointer from the corner. Off the window, no good. Rebound down, picked by Lane Carlson. And I believe you're going to get a foul on Betcher, going to go the other way. Foul on number 2. Carter Betcher picks up his first, team third. Nice rebound by Lane Carlson to have position there. And it's going to be Panther basketball. 1:25 left first quarter. 13-7 the lead for the visiting Rebels. Here on Fuller Digital, we're bringing you St. Mary's basketball. Big thank you to our sponsors, scoreboard sponsors, United Bank of Iowa. Toby Jones in a lane. No good. Pablo with the rebound puts that back up. No good. Rebound down to Tate Axtell. He gets it out to Carter Betcher. 1 minute left, and they're going to run with it. Mills thought 3, but he pulled it back. He gives it to Hargens from the corner. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound down to Mason Laban. 56 seconds left. Laban with it, right side, guarded by Ethan Mills. Inside to Toby Jones. He misplays it out of bounds. It's going to be Rebel basketball. 43.6 seconds left. Low scoring, just like the girls' game. I think girls at halftime was 15-6. We're 13-7 here with 30 seconds left. Betcher with a long two-pointer off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound down, tipped by Pablo right to Laban. And Laban will control. 25 seconds left. He's picked up by Mills right about half court. Almost loses it, but he gains control. Tips it over to Heitman. Drives in the lane, right side, off the backboard. Puts it in for 2. Nice drive. Aggressive basketball by the Heitman there. Betcher with it. 5 seconds, top of the key. Hargens three-pointer. No good at the end of the first quarter. Carlson comes down with the rebound. 13-9 the score here at St. Mary's High School, led by the Rebels. We'll step aside for 1 minute and bring you more St. Mary's basketball on Fuller Digital.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Second quarter action here in the Panther Pit. It'll be Panther basketball to start this second quarter. 13-9 the lead for the Rebels. On the floor for the Panthers, Toby Jones, Mason Lavin, John Heitman, Lane Carlson, Pablo Pascal. We have Mills, Axdahl, Betcher, Hargens, and Johnson. Sideline on the other side, we got a popcorn spill right on the sideline, so they're going to take a second and clean that up. Looked like a Rebel. Oh, that was Brady Krager, starter for the Rebel girls team, down on the floor cleaning up that popcorn spill. That's the highlight of our night, Cam. The popcorn spill at the start of the second quarter. We'll be telling that story for years. Inside to Pablo, tries to get it across the lane, but it's stolen away by Betcher. In transition to Mills, up against. It's going to be, they're going to call a charge. He put his shoulder down. Nope, they're going to call a blocking foul. I think they're going to get Heitman. 20. Carlson will pick up number 1. That's team 6th. So the next foul, we're shooting 1-1. We're shooting free throws the rest of the way through. Inside to Hargens, over the top of Pablo. No good, but he gets his own rebound. He battles back up, gets this one to go, and Pablo is going to pick up a foul. Hargens is going to get the bucket and some free throws. Hard-nosed basketball in there. Now Tanner will check in to take Pablo's spot. Tanner sat the end of the first quarter with 2 fouls. Drew Getch has 2 fouls. And now Pablo picks one. We're already a man short. No Bennett Smith tonight, it doesn't look like, unless he's incognito down on the bench. Shot up, free throw good by Hargens. He's 5 for 5 from the line tonight. 7:35 left, second quarter, 16-9 the score in favor of the visiting Rebels from right up the road in Sioux Rapids, Sioux Central. Hargens with the steal. Length of the floor, he lays it up, and it's going to be, they're going to call a foul. They're going to call an intentional foul. Oh, Lord. That's going to be intentional on Heitman. If that's intentional, there were 6 or 7 during the girls' game that were intentional. I've seen that 100 times in high school basketball, and that's not an intentional foul. This would be one of those times where Cam would be playing that back to me on a side screen so I could see that again. First one's up and good for Hargens. They'll get 2 shots with nobody in the lane, and then they will get the ball inbounds underneath their own basket. Second one is nothing but net for Hargens. It'll be Rebel basketball outside. Baseline on the right side. I don't know, this ref crew has said I'm not going to blame anything on a reffing crew, but they're very, very inconsistent. There were 4 or 5 or 6 in that girls' game that were way more intentional than that one. Hargens top of the key to Betcher. Now off to Hargens' right side, 3-pointer. Puts it in for 3. Long 3-pointer. That puts Hargens at 15. Early second quarter, 7 minutes left here. 21-9 the score. Lavin down to Toby Jones in the right corner. Drives in on Betcher. Hits Lane Carlson free throw line, but he passes out to Tanner. Jones loses it to Hargens. Betcher with it. He kind of pulls it back, then he goes back in. Kicks back out. Ethan Mills thought 3, but he pulled it in. Hargens, nice ball movement. Betcher in the corner off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound down to Heitman, who gets it out to Lavin. Carlson drives. Heitman's shot is blocked by Hargens, but he gets his rebound into Tanner, who's going to drive it in. Up against Johnson, puts it off the glass, no good. Carlson with the rebound. He bounces out to Heitman. Top of the key, Tanner. He's going to drive in right side. Bounces it off Johnson. It's going to stay Panther basketball. Number 3, Trevor Ehlers checks back in. We're right at the 6-minute mark, second quarter. 21-9, the lead for the Rebels over the Panthers. It'll be Toby Jones to play it in for the Panthers right underneath their own basket. Gets it in. Lane Carlson, free throw line jumper off the backboard, no good. Going to be a foul called. Which way we're going to go? The other way. It's going to be on Tanner. Is going to pick up number 3, and he will immediately come out. Pablo will go in. And we're going to shoot free throws the rest of the first half, that being the 9th foul compared to 3 against the Rebels. Ethan Johnson will go to the line for 1-1. Johnson shoots has not shot any free throws this year. The lefty puts up his first off the backboard, no good. Going to be a foul on the rebound. Pablo had the rebound. It's going to be on either Mills or Betcher. It's going to be on Ethan Mills. Picks up his first, team 4th. Mills will pick up Lavin at the free throw line, other end. Lavin will drive in, kicks out to Heitman. Stolen away by Johnson. He immediately gets it to Hargens. He outlets to Betcher. Mills, three-pointer, good. Ethan Mills on the scoreboard. 24-9, the score in favor of the Rebels. Lavin with it in the lane. Right side jumper, and he puts it in for 2. Tipped away by Lavin, but controlled by Hargens, thrown back into Betcher. Guarded by Lavin. Betcher backs up, sets it up. Right side, Mills, Ehlers. Top of the key to Hargens. He's going to drive in right side. Put it up off the glass, no good. Rebound down to Toby Jones. He gets it out to Lavin. Guarded by Mills. Lavin's going to drive in the lane. Free throw line. Fade almost like a little roller in the lane. Misses. Rebound down to Hargens. Betcher's going to drive it. Throws it up in the lane, uncontrollable, but they're going to call the block. Number 12 on Heitman, that's number 3 on John. 2 shots, so Drew Getch will check in, but he's got to wait till after this first free throw. Betcher, 76% free throw shooter. First one's good. (25-11) in favor of the Rebels. 4:40 left second quarter. Second one's up, no good. Rebound down to Heitman. Drew checked in for Lavin to give him a break. Pablo's going to drive in the lane on Johnson. Nice little spin around. Puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebound down to Hargens. He outlets to Betcher. Inside to Johnson, one dribble, tipped away, but he gets it back. It's going to be a jump ball called in the lane, and it's going to stay with the Rebels. Wilkinson will check in and give Hargens a break. So you got Wilkinson, Mills, Johnson, Ehlers, and Betcher. You got Getch, Toby Jones, Heitman, Pablo, and Lane Carlson. Just as they inbounce, Lavin goes to sit to check in. Gets Betcher in the corner. He drives the baseline. Back up top to Ehlers. Left side, right side, Betcher. Guarded by Pablo. He's going to drive in, free throw line jumper, backboard no good. Rebound down to Pablo, gives it off to Heitman. 3:40 left here, second quarter. 25-11 the score. Lane Carlson drives in the lane. It's going to be a blocking foul on Wilkinson. Wilkinson will pick up number 2. Hargens checks back in immediately. Lavin checks back in. Inside to Pablo on the right block. He does a little turnaround, puts it up, no good. Rebound down to Toby Jones. In the left side, back up top to Drew Getch. Drew drives, gives off to Lavin. Good defense play being played on Lavin tonight. Hargan steals it. He's going to go the length of the floor, and he's going to slam it home. Hargan slams it home for 2 and gets that Rebel crowd on its feet. 27-11 the lead. 3 minutes left second quarter. Try to throw it inside to Carlson, and he saves it back in to Lavin. Back out to Carlson. Toby Jones with it. He drives into the lane, kicks back out. Looking inside to Lavin, gets him on the block, little turnaround, fade away by Mason, and he puts it in. That's puts him at 9 for the night. Sioux Central in transition, moves the ball quick, down to Mills. Down to Johnson, back to Mills, open three-pointer. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound down to Lane Carlson, and he gets it off to Lavin. 2:25 left first half, 27-13 in favor of the Rebels. Drew Getch on the right baseline, puts it up, no good, off the front of the rim. Rebound down to Betcher. He outlets to Mills in the race, puts it up, licks it off the side of the rim, and it rolls in. Mason, Lavin outlets, out of bounds, turnover Panthers. It's going to be Rebel basketball. Two minutes left first half, 29-13 the score in favor of the Rebels. With the basketball, Ethan Mills, the junior, off to Jacob Hargens, the junior. Down to Betcher on the left side. Hits a cutting Ehlers in the lane, off to Johnson, who gets rid of it, throws it as he falls to the ground. Going to be a turnover on the Rebels. Panther basketball, 1:38 left first half. Drew Getch will inbounds to Mason Lavin. Drew Getch with it. Lane Carlson, top of the key. 1:30 left here first half. Trying to get Mason Lavin open, but the defense by Ethan Mills is really good tonight. They're not letting Lavin get much time by himself. Tipped away by Johnson, saved by Carlson for the Panthers. Hits Pablo in the lane, and he goes up against Johnson. Puts it up, and it's going to be good. And Pablo's going to get a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. Going to be a block foul on number 32. That's going to be Ethan Johnson will pick up his first. The senior will. And Pablo will go to the free throw line for 1. Pablo, a 58% free throw shooter on the season. The foreign exchange student from Spain puts it up and in. And with that, he'll be substituted in for number 32, Carlos Hernandez. Rebel basketball, 1:12 left. At number 32, I believe, is Owen Keenan. Foul on 52. Pablo, 20. Lane Carlson picks up number 2. Betcher to the free throw line, hits his first. Not many missed free throws tonight for the Rebels. I believe just 1. Good free throw shooting team. Second one's up and good for Betcher. Grab my sheet here. As a team, they're a 70% free throw shooter. My high school coach always said you need to shoot 50 from the floor and 75 from the line. Steal by Betcher. He goes the length of the floor, puts it up and in, and they're going to get Lavin on the body foul. Lavin will pick up his first. Team feels like about 20th. And Betcher will go to the line for 1 more. 54 seconds left here, first half. Twin Lakes Conference action visiting Sioux Central Rebels got the lead 33-16 on our hometown Panthers here in the Panther Pit. Free throw off the mark. Hargens pulls down the rebound over the back of Getch. 48 seconds left. They get it to Betcher, top of the key. He drives in on Lavin, kicks out. Hargens three-pointer from the corner, and he nails it. 36-16, 30 seconds left. Lavin will cross half court, picked up by Mills. Tipped away out of Lavin's hands by Ehlers, and it's grabbed by Johnson. Gets it to Mills, 15 seconds left. Coach Jaden yells out for one. So Mills with it just over the half-court line, 10 seconds. Sets up the offense. They'll probably run something for Hargens. He gets it. He kicks out to Ehlers. Top of the key, Mills three-pointer off the front of the rim, no good. 36-16, the score here at halftime. We'll step aside for 1 minute. We'll come back and we'll recap the first half of that boys' game.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
I looked at the stats. You had, 6 over at
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
Welcome back. Halftime here, the boys' game. Twin Lakes Conference action in the Panther Pit tonight. Visiting Sioux Central Rebels with a 36-16 lead. They had a 13-9 lead at halftime. Run down some scoring here. First for your Panthers, led in scoring by senior Mason Lavin with 9. Pablo Pascal with 3. Toby Jones and John Heitman with 2. Some foul trouble. Tanner Fiorentino with 3 and John Heitman with 3. Now for the Sioux Central Rebels, led in scoring by junior Jacob Hargens with 20. Carter Betcher with 11. Ethan Mills with 5. Got a little presentation going on at half court here. Big sign held by the cheerleaders says, "Thank you, healthcare workers." So let's step aside for 1 minute. We'll let them finish that presentation, and then we'll come back and have Carly Mills and Natalie Green here. We'll talk a little St. Mary's Panther girls basketball. You're watching FDS bringing you St. Mary's Panther basketball.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit, folks. 36-16, the score here at halftime. Rebels with the lead over your Panthers. I have a couple guests here at halftime, Natalie Green and Carly Mills here. The girls picked up a big 45-23 Twin Lakes Conference win. Coming into tonight, Sioux Central is kind of one of those teams where they're sitting right behind the Panthers in the conference standings. You look at them top to bottom, they're really young. But if you look at the Rebels play, they're young, but they're tall, they're long. And coming into it, you'd think maybe that may be a little bit of a defensive matchup. I have Carly Mills here. Carly came up big tonight. I was just talking to her off the air, and I said when she got that ball at the elbow that first time, there's a set that they run where she just happens to get the ball at the elbow wide open every time. And I told her, I said, she got it the first time. I'm like, shoot, and she made it. And then I said, you had a nice game over at Siouxland Christian that night, too, with 6. And she had to throw in that. I didn't look at the stats. Up at Pocahontas, she had 14. So really good games going in a row for Carly here. I was just glad to see her shoot the ball. What is it, when you get that ball at that elbow, what is it that in your mind that says either shoot it or pass? Because like tonight, they doubled down on Sydney all night. I mean, Sydney played a great game, but I think she only ended up with 7. You had 8. Natalie had 8. Emily had 8. Danica with 14. But when they're doubling down on the girls that usually score, what in your mind makes you say, all right, it's go time?
I think seeing that the other girls are double teamed, it's like if you have the chance to shoot when you're open, I take it. But the contested ones, I try and look for an outlet. So
it's just. I mean, you made that first one, and you had a smile the size of Texas, the whole on your face, the whole way down there, and it's awesome to get your confidence going. Tournament basketball is right around the corner. I'm guessing the brackets will be released here sometime this week, probably. I think you got one conference game left. We got a tough one next Monday. Ridgeview comes to town. They're ranked 15th in 2A. What's Coach Varner talk about this time of year? I mean, does he try to keep everybody steady Eddie? I mean, is he hypoing, getting going in the tournament? I mean, what's on the mind this time of year?
So we really take pride in the little things that we do on defense. So we're going to continue to do those things and go hard into the postseason. I'm from Cherokee, of course, and our girls are decent. We're rated in 3A. So it's going to be – I'm looking forward to those brackets to come out, not only for them but for us. And so it's just going to be interesting to see where they place you guys. Because I was just looking today, Class 1A in Northwest Iowa girls. Yeah, Newell Fonda 1. I think MMCRU is 5th. You guys are 9th. Remsen St. Mary's, a game that I was really looking forward to last night. They're 15th. There was one other one, Northwest Iowa, in there. I can't remember. So the Class 1A is going to be loaded this year. So it's going to be interesting to see what you guys do. Natalie Green here. Just like I told Carly, it's awesome to see you guys shooting the ball. The confidence comes with making them. You had a big 3 in the first quarter and the fourth quarter, and your threes came at times where Sioux Central kind of got a bucket, and it's like, okay, we need to get something here so they don't get it rolling. And like I asked Carly, you're a junior, so you got another year left. What goes through your mind? Like I asked Carly, like when they're doubling down on Sydney and you get that open shot, is it just a go, or is it, hey, should I do this or not?
Usually the shots that I tend to make are just like a go. Like I get that certain feeling right away. It's more of like a feeling. It's not really, I don't know. But if like I'm open and I'm not really feeling it or not completely ready, then I just don't shoot it and I look for an outlet.
That's awesome. Carly was just talking about defense, rebounding. Every girl I've talked to so far talks about team, defense, rebounding. What's kind of it's still basketball. What's your favorite part of St. Mary's basketball?
My favorite part is probably the team atmosphere, and we just have fun all the time. And that's about it.
It's awesome hearing everybody talk about fun. Now we're going to go a little bit further off. We're going to talk about practice. This is just one question I've always come up with. What's your least favorite part about a Coach Varner practice? And he's probably going to watch this. He's probably going to hear it sometime or later. And I'm going to put Carly on the spot next, too.
My least favorite is probably when Varner makes us do 16s. That's when we're timed, and we have to do 16 down and backs within like a minute or less.
16 down and backs in a minute or less. Carly, what's your least favorite part of a St. Mary's practice? Is there that one thing that pops up that in your mind you're like, oh, man, here we go?
So I don't really we do this 3-on-3 continuous, so it's where there's 2 teams playing, and if you get scored on, another team comes in, but if you keep making it, you just keep going. That one wears me out. So
it's just constant up and down. But when you get to the end of a game, and there's, take, for instance, like a Newell Fonda game, there's 2 minutes left, you're dog tired, you look up, you're down by 3, and you're running like Newell Fonda runs, and you're back and forth, you know that instant right there, that's why you do all those 16s and that's why you do those 3x3s. So Natalie Green, Carly Mills, thanks for coming up tonight and chatting. Good luck the rest of the way out, and have fun. Thanks, girls. You can go audio-less. Welcome back to the Panther Pit, folks. 36-16, the halftime lead for the Sioux Central Rebels. Just about to kick off second half action here in Twin Lakes Conference action. Panthers on the floor to start the second half. Lavin, Heitman, Jones, Fiorentino, and Pablo. Fiorentino has 3, and Heitman has 3. On the court for the Rebels will be Mills, Hargens, Betcher, Ehlers, and Wilkinson, the starters on the floor for both teams. Panther ball to start the third quarter, down by 20, trying to get something going. Tanner right side, drives in against Wilkinson. Pablo with it, left side, looks inside to Tanner. He takes one dribble in the lane and goes up, has it tipped away by Betcher, but Jones recovers. Cross court out to Heitman, inside to Pablo. He goes in the lane, kicks out to Tanner. Going to dribble in right side up. Blocked by, looked like Betcher got it from behind, and the Rebels are going to run with it. Mills with it underneath the basket, kicks out to Ehlers. Cross court, Hargens three-pointer. Oh, nothing but net. Nice ball movement by the Rebels to get the open guy on the other side. Tanner drives in the lane. Gets it back up top to Heitman to Jones. Lavin down on the block against the smaller Ehlers. They're trying to get him that ball. Tanner right side, he drives in up against Wilkinson. One hand, and Tanner puts it up and in for her first points of the night to get the Panthers on the board in the second half. 6:30 left here in the third quarter. Mills cross court to Betcher, three-pointer from the left corner, off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound down to Wilkinson. Hargens will take that three from the top. Miss as well, but he gets his own rebound. He drives in the lane, one-handed off the glass, no good. They're going to get Wilkinson on a reach-in foul, and that'll be number 3 on the big man. Heitman will bring it across half court. Jones will drive in right side, put it up, no good. I believe we're going to get Betcher. And if it is, that's his second. Number 2, Carter Betcher, will pick up his second. Toby Jones will shoot a couple free throws. He comes in shooting 12% from the line, but like I say, I don't have the numbers down. First one's nothing but net for Toby. Got one clock up here that's Numbers are off a little bit. It says 0.5. There we go, back to 5:56 left third quarter. Heitman's second. Toby Jones is second, excuse me. Rebound down to Pablo, but it's taken away by Hargens. Took it right out of his hands. Hargens pulls it back up, top of the key, hands it off to Ethan Mills.
Hands up!
Mills stands with it, gets ready, gives it to Hargens at the free throw line, kicks it back out to Betcher. Lavin in his face. Screen set by Wilkinson. Betcher drives the lane, kicks out to Hargens. From the corner, three-pointer from the top of the key, and it was nothing but net. 42-19 the score. Hargens with 26, just over his season average of 25. They're going to get Betcher on his third. He picks up two quick ones. His third, team third this half. Ball into Heitman. Run on the point tonight instead of Lavin. Lavin's on a mismatch. He's got about 3 inches on his guy, and they got him down on the block. Left block, they get it to him there. Little fadeaway jumper, put it in for two. That's about the third time we've seen that tonight. They need to do that a little bit more. Mills drives in the lane, a little floater, and he lays it in for two. Heitman will walk it across, picked up by Mills. Tanner drives it in on the right side, off the glass. Larry Bird-esque off the glass from the side and puts it in for two. 4:37 left third quarter, 44-23. Betcher at the free throw line kicks out to Hargens, three-pointer. Front of the rim, no good. Heitman with the rebound. Cross court to Toby Jones. He gets his guy in the air. Back out to Lavin. Cross court to Pablo. Left block. He takes two dribbles in the lane. Up against Betcher and has it blocked, but he gets it back. Puts it up, no good. Gets the third chance, and he puts it up for two. Good work by Pablo down there. Mills with it. He's going to run. Left side, he pulls it back. Hargens top of the key. Ehlers, Betcher inside to Wilkinson, and he puts it up and in from the other side. No good. They went up against Tanner, who had 3 fouls. Tanner knew he couldn't get too aggressive. Now Lavin will control it across half court, right across the Panther logo. Lavin will drive, free throw line jumper, off the back of the rim, no good. Toby Jones fights for the rebound, gets it back. Tanner on the right side, they're going to get him for a travel. Forgot to put the ball down as he took off. Betcher will play it into Mills for the Rebels. 3:21 left third quarter here. 44-25 the lead for the Rebels. Ethan Johnson, the senior, ready to check in for the Rebels. Three-pointer by Ehlers. Off the mark, rebound down to Heitman. Got it to Lavin, right side, turn around. Oh, in and out. Rebound down to Toby Jones, who gets it, and he's going to get fouled. .33 red. Wilkinson will pick up number 4. Toby Jones to the line for free throws. We got guys like Jones and Lavin playing some post tonight because we're short-handed. We got Fiorentino with 3 fouls and no Bennett Smith tonight. First one misses everything by Toby Jones. Ethan Johnson will check in for Ced Wilkinson with 4 fouls. He'll probably sit at least the rest of the third quarter. Second one by Jones. Front of the rim, back of the rim, rolls in. Betcher will control for the Rebels. 2:52 left third quarter. 44-26, 18-point lead for the Rebels. Betcher off a screen, cross court to Ehlers, three-pointer. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound down to Lavin. We can cut into this 18-point lead here. Lavin in the lane, off the block, going to count it, good. Little floater, and he's going to get fouled Fouls on number 3. Trevor Ehlers, his first, but Laven gets the bucket and will get a free throw. Full timeout on the floor by the Rebels. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back in 60 seconds for more F Fuller Digital.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back to Storm Lake St. Mary's High School, folks. Here in Storm Lake, I'm Neil Cruz bringing you the action on Fuller Digital Solution. My main man, Cam Cohn, running the video and computer tonight. Mason Laven will get a free throw here to convert that three-point play. Made a little floater in the lane and got fouled. The free throw is up and good by Laven, putting him at 14 for the night, but claws into that Rebel lead, which is now down to a 15-point lead. Hargens with it, top of the key. He's going to drive, hands off to Betcher. He drives in the lane, little cuts in through, and he puts it up for 2 off the glass. He kind of cut through that defense to make it 46-29. Toby Jones into the lane, turned around on Betcher. He puts it up and he rolls it in for 2. Out to Hargens. He's going to drive. Going to be a 3 seconds called on the Rebels, and it's going to go the other direction. I didn't see who was in there. Probably Johnson, the big man. But just as Hargens left his feet to go towards the basket, they give it to the Panthers. 15-point deficit. Let's cut into that lead here. Gives it to Mason Laven in the corner, guarded by Mills. Back to Pablo. He drives right side, puts it up. Going to get it to fall. No, and he waves it off. He waves it off. Fouls on 32, Johnson. Number 1, Tate Axtell, the sophomore in. It's going to be Pablo played in for the Panthers from the baseline underneath the basket on the left side. Coach Ryan's asking the ref, is that bucket good? It should have been, but to no avail. Toby Jones with it. He drives in, kicks out to Heitman, guarded by Axtell. Tanner with it. Inside to Laven, but it's tipped away by Hargens. Has had a little bit too much on it there. Hargens is going to go with it. Cross court to Betcher. 3-pointer, no good. Rebound down to Toby Jones. 1:10 left third quarter. Heitman will cross the center court at about the Panther logo. He's picked up by Axtell there. I know Cam is eyeballing Tate Axtell's shoes. He's got like rose pink-colored shoes on. There's some pretty cool sneakers, and Cam is a sneaker freak over here, so he's eyeballing Axtell's shoes. Heitman on the right side misses a layup. Rebound down. They're going to push it ahead to Hargens. He gets it on the block. He puts it up off the glass. No good. Missed a foul call there on Hargens as he reached across about 3 Panthers to get the rebound. But Heitman pulls it down for the Panthers. 30 seconds left third quarter. 46-31. Panthers set it up here. Don't know if they'll go for 1 or not. Toby Jones misplays it through his hands. Taken away by Betcher. 18 seconds, 17. The Rebels will set it up and go for 1, I would assume. Guarded by Laven. Betcher gets across him. He drives in the lane off of Pablo. Pablo swats it out of bounds. Going to be 3.9 seconds left. Coach Jaden off the bench asking about where the foul was. Hargens top of the key 3-pointer. Pablo in his face. Nothing but net as he turns around and stares down Pablo at the end of the third quarter, 46-31. End of the third quarter. We'll step aside for 1 minute and come back with more Panther basketball on FDS.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
Back to fourth quarter action here in the Panther Pit. It will be Rebel basketball to start the fourth quarter, down 49-31. The Panthers will hope to get a little closer here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for the Panthers, Heitman, Lavin, Toby Jones, Tanner Fiorentino, and Pablo Pascal. Betcher, Mills, Axdahl, Hargens, and Johnson for the Rebels. 8 minutes on the clock. Here we go, 49-31. Can the Panthers claw their way back in? Mills with it, down to Betcher. Around Lavin, and he puts it up and in for two. Going to be the foul called. Betcher picks up the basket. Toby Jones picks up number 1. Betcher gets the bucket, and he'll get a free throw. Free throw is good. Puts Betcher at 16 on the night. Rebels led by Hargens with 29. Heitman with it, top of the key, cross court to Pablo. Stolen by Hargens. He's going to run with it. He's got numbers. Inside, off the glass, puts it up for two. (54-31), 7:15 left, fourth quarter. Heitman with it across over Axdahl. Toby Jones with it outside the right block. Inside the lane to Pablo. Takes one dribble, free throw line, back to Heitman. Lavin in the left corner. He's going to drive left side. Jumper from 10 feet. Nails it. That puts Mason at 16. Comes in averaging 17.7. Going to be a foul on the floor. Who are they going to get here? I didn't see the action. White shirts, 1-2. Heitman will pick up number 4. Lane Carlson and Drew Getch will check in for Heitman and Toby Jones. 54-33. Betcher will inbounds for the Rebels. Into Mills, left side. He spins around Lane Carlson, 10-foot jumper off the glass, no good. Out of bounds off the hands of Ethan Johnson. It's going to go Panther way with 6:43 left, fourth quarter in this Twin Lakes Conference action in the Panther Pit. Visiting Sioux Central Rebels with the lead. Carlson dribbles in the lane, kicks it back, cross court to Getch. Inside to Pablo, he takes one dribble. Cross court to Lavin, his first three of the night, nails it. They've been trying to get him open all whole night. Hargens with it, top of the key, guarded by Pablo. To Betcher in the corner, inside to Johnson. He gets the edge on Tanner, and he puts it up and in for two. Just under 6 minutes here. Pablo with it. Over to Carlson. Tanner drives in right side, off the rim, no good. Rebound down to Hargens. He's going to take it himself. Picked up by Pablo. He's going to go left side on him in the lane, throws it off of Johnson. He's going to go out of bounds. Panther basketball. Carlson to Pablo. To Lavin in the bottom left baseline. Back to Pablo. Got Hargens in his face, couple dribbles. He goes in hard, kicks it back out. Tanner's going to save it. Nope. Axtell's going to steal it. It's going to be a over and back call. And it's going to be Rebel basketball at midcourt. Straight across from us. We're kind of up in the balcony here. Nice accommodations for us always here at Storm Lake St. Mary's. AD Steve Ryan does a really nice job of setting us up. Cam's got a table sitting there. I'm in the bleachers right next to him. Comfy little spot to watch a good high school basketball game. Rebels around the outside. Mills with it. He'll give it off to Hargens. He's going to drive in. Kick out to Betcher. Three-pointer. Good. $19 for Carter Betcher on the night. Getch with it, top of the key. Dribbles off his foot. He regains control. It's going to be kicked by Betcher. It's going to stay Panther basketball. 4:33 left. Fourth quarter, 59-34. 25-point lead for the Rebels. Pablo will play it in to Drew Getch on the right block. He dribbles up against Mills. Takes it into the basket. No good. Mills is going to be called for the foul. Will pick up his second. And Drew will get a couple free throws. Drew comes in shooting 63% from the line. Off the front of the rim, no good on the first one. In for the Rebels, number 24, Eric Bayer, comes in. A junior, 6-foot junior. Getch's second. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound down to Hargens. He outlets to Betcher, and he's going to run with it. Throws it ahead to Bayer, and it goes off his fingers out of bounds. Panther basketball. Travel called on Lane Carlson right about midcourt. It's going to be Rebel basketball. Betcher will play it in front of his own bench with 4:21 left with a 25-point lead. Bucket in for Betcher for two. Right at the 4-minute mark here, 61-34. Pablo with it right side, gives off to Tanner. Tanner's going to drive baseline. Be a block foul called on Bayer. Eric Bayer will pick up number 1. That's 8 team fouls, and Tanner will go to the free throw line for 1 and 1. Tanner comes in about 63% from the line. First one's up and good. Second one is good for Tanner as well. Puts him at 6 for the night, all in the second half. All with 3 fouls, too. He's played good defense without getting that 4th foul. Axtell with a 3 from the corner, misses everything. Rebound down to Lane Carlson. He's going to run with it right side. Stolen by Mills, and he's going to go the length of the floor, lay it up off the glass, and good. Timeout called by the Rebels. 30-second timeout. We'll step aside for 30 as well. You're watching Panther basketball on Fuller Digital.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Welcome back to the Panther Pit. Fourth quarter action here in Twin Lakes Conference action. 3:22 left. Panther basketball down 63-36 to the Rebels of Sioux Central. Panthers will inbounds. Laban to Heitman. Heitman will be picked up by Tate Axtell about half court. It out to Drew Getch, three-pointer from the right side, off the rim, bounces a couple times, no good, rebound down to Bayer. Mills is going to run with it. Betcher will shoot a three from the left side, and it's good. Hargens is not in the game. They've got Wilkinson checked in for him. That puts Betcher at 24. Hargens with 31. Getch with it. Pablo in the free throw line. He drives in the lane hard to the basket, and Pablo puts it up for two. Hustles back on defense to Wilkinson, who throws it off at Drew Getch right off the face, out of bounds. It's going to stay Rebel basketball. Toby Jones checks in, and so does Connor McKeever, a sophomore for the Rebels, as Mills will take a seat and probably see the last of his action for the night. Tanner will come out. Mills untucks the jersey like he's probably done for the night. Ends up with 9 points. If Hargens is done, he's got 31. Rebels inbounds. McKeever with it. Got away with a travel. Pulled the pivot put twice. Down to Wilkinson in the lane. He loses control, but it goes right to Bayer. Betcher from the right corner. Good. 27 for Betcher in a 69-38 lead. Number 25, Antonio Misek, will come in for the Rebels on the next dead ball. Rebound down to Betcher on the miss by I believe, Drew Getch. Rebels coach will call a timeout to get a few subs in. Max Adams and Antonio Misek will come in. Betcher takes a bow, will go out with 27. Hargens ended up with 31. 2 minutes exactly on the clock. Rebel basketball. Try to get it into Max Adams off the left side, and he puts it up for two. Nice shot off the backboard there. Pablo on the right side goes in, puts it in for two, and he's going to get the free throw. We'll see who they got the foul on. Bucket's good. Foul's on Red, 24. Eric Bayer will pick up number 2. Number 23, Abram Coster, will come in for the Rebels, and number 32 in for the St. Mary's. The only 32 I have is Carlos Hernandez. Pablo's free throw no good. Rebound down to Max Adams, who gets it out to McKeever. 1:18 left. Adams drives in, kicks out. Top of the key. Left side to McKeever. Tipped away by Laban, but he controls. Cross court stolen by Drew Getch. He's got numbers. He's going to take it in left side. No good. Pablo cleans up the mess, but he misses. Rebound down. Tipped out of bounds by Pablo. It's going to stay St. Mary's basketball. They're going to say McKeever hit it on the way out. It's going to stay Panther ball. Get into Toby Jones. He steps up, free throw line, front of the rim, and it rolls in. Nice game by Toby tonight. 8 points. 32 seconds left, and the Rebels will advance to 14-3 on the season, 8-1 in the Twin Lakes. The Panthers will fall to 5-12, 2-8 in the Twin Lakes. Panthers in action next this Friday up at Emmetsburg. Fuller Digital will not cover that game. The next Fuller Digital telecast will be Monday at home against Ridgeview. It will not be the St. Mary's page, though. It'll be under Ridgeview. The Ridgeview crew will run that, but you'll be able to find it if you search Fuller Digital in Storm Lake St. Mary's. 10 seconds left, and it's all but over. And the Rebels will pick up a 71-42 win. And that's the final, 71-42, folks. We'll step aside for 1 minute. We'll come back and wrap up the boys' game. You're watching St. Mary's basketball on Fuller Digital.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
Back here in the Panther Pit with Cam Cone tonight, running the video and camera tonight. I'm Neil Cruz, bringing you Fuller Digital action of your Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers. The boys drop a Twin Lakes Conference action to Sioux Central tonight, 71-42. Sioux Central had a 13-9 lead at the first quarter. They led by 20, 36-16 at half, a 46-31 at the third quarter, and a 71-42 final here, a win for the Rebels. Run down some scoring first for the Rebels, led in scoring by Jacob Hargens with 31, Carter Betcher with 27, Ethan Mills with 9, Max Adams with 2, and Ethan Johnson with 2. Now for your Panthers, led in scoring by senior Mason Lavin with 21. He really come alive in the second half, hitting some. They got the ball down to him low on the block. He had a mismatch on defense where they've been trying to, and he hit some good shots. He had 21. Pablo fought hard down low tonight with 9. Tanner Fiorentino was 6. It was hard for him because he had 3 fouls coming into the second half. He knew he had to play cautious. Toby Jones with a big game with 8. John Heitman with 2. Like I said earlier, Panthers in action next this Friday up at Emmetsburg for non-conference action. Fuller Digital will not cover that game. The next game we will cover Monday at home against Class 2A ranked number 15 Ridgeview. Should be an interesting girls game there. Not sure on the boys side what they're like, but that'll be the Ridgeview crew the Fuller Digital Ridgeview crew will run that one, but you go on to Fuller Digital, search St. Mary's, you should be able to find that. So Cam Cohn on the computer and video tonight. I'm Neil Cruz bringing you St. Mary's action on Fuller Digital. Good luck to the Panthers, and we'll see you next time. Good night.